Well, look at that.
Wait a second.
Normally that's the middle of the frame, but whoa!
Oh, that hurt a little bit.
Well, that was your own fault. Oh, it's okay, Noah. It's okay. You want to do the podcast?
Okay.
Want to make you feel better?
Okay.
We'll do the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the podcast.
Okay.
All right, should we just start?
Yes.
Let's do it. Welcome to Dark Mode, the podcast that brings you sage advice from two technology experts. And that's not just what we call ourselves. It's what our moms tell people when their sons do a podcast together in California, in person, for the first time. I'm your host, Luke Miani.
And I'm your host, Noah Rubin. On this show, we take questions from listeners, attempt to answer them to varying degrees of success, and maybe even have a laugh or two along the way. And I should add, this is definitely not our first podcast in California, not even the first one in LA, but it's the first one since you moved to LA.
Well, wait, when did we do one? Oh, at the Airbnb, in March?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I forgot about that. That's a classic.
But it's the first one in your office, in your apartment in LA since you moved here. Very excited.
Yes, that's when you say it like that, it doesn't sound as monumental, but I feel like it is.
It is.
I feel like it is. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to roll with it.
Yeah.
Now, you may also be wondering why we're starting a little bit early. Unless you're listening to this as audio, in which case you're not wondering that, but I'm going to tell you anyway. And the reason is that immediately after this episode, we gotta take this guy, this old fella.
You're about to say something different.
What, little guy?
Whatever.
What did you think I was about to say?
This fucker.
I wasn't gonna say that, but now that you mention it, if the shoe fits,
yeah,
we got to take this little fucker to the airport. That's an I think you should leave reference, which no one got when we did that before.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I know, it's just unfortunate. Everyone, you have homework, all right? This is the first time that Dark Mode has assigned homework, but we're doing it now. You have to watch I Think You Should Leave. All 3 seasons. There's no excuse.
It's not that long. It's pretty short.
You could do all 3 seasons in less than, 4 hours?
Yeah. Just
back to back it. You've got a whole week. And then you can be on top of the references. Also, why is there so much space on the... I can move the camera. I just remembered that.
Oh.
I can move the camera. And then I wouldn't be all the way. There
okay,
wouldn't be so much space.
It's just get over there.
Okay.
Go away.
God.
Come on.
This is too far away. I'm moving the camera. I'm going to move the camera.
Oh, no.
I'm going to rip the head off. That's another reference. You have to watch the show and then you'll get it. All
right, let's
Noah's got to take a quick break.
Now?
Yeah, you got to go.
I'm going to get a very special guest.
Woo! We have a surprise guest. Also, we got a comment here. Oh, your setup is ass. Yeah, I get it. I'm in a small room and we're trying to do a lot here. I'm going to move the camera. We have a special guest coming on the show, and we have a lot to talk about, actually, because there were some new rumors, some leaks, if you will. This is a packed show. All right, so let me move that camera. Hang on. This is unprofessional. I did it. Are you guys proud of me? I moved the camera. And look at that. We've got Sonny Dixon here. Sonny Dixon, by the way, is responsible for a video that you guys are going to see pretty soon that, man, I don't even have words. I think it's coming out tomorrow, but we'll see. And we got DOS Dude in the chat. Oh my gosh, let's go. We gotta upgrade some more MacBooks or something. I really want to put 8 terabytes in a brand new M3 Apple Silicon device. But anyway, I digress. My job is simple. It's one thing and one thing only, and that is to vamp until Noah gets back with our very special guest star who is joining us for today's episode as sort of a hurrah here that we've got Noah in person. and a special guest. So there's a lot to talk about, actually, because Mark Gurman, once again, just absolutely on a tear. You know, the man doesn't sleep, I think, because he's been going absolutely hog wild. I got to pull up Mac rumors here. My favorite part about this, by the way, is that my guest, as usual, is late. He's like, I say, hey, this is the time that it starts. Where is he? Nowhere to be found. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Noah's lost. So that's great news. Things are going really well on today's episode of Dark Mode, as they usually do. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, speaking of rumors, and since we can't get to the main story until my guest is unlost, we might as well take a look at some comments about other rumors, because we've heard some talk about new M3 MacBook Airs coming for a little while now. And I gotta say, I do kind of wonder with what we talked about last week about Vision Pro potentially coming in January. It makes you wonder if we'll get a new M3 MacBook Air. I don't think that that's out of the realm of possibility. Now, I also don't know if I'm going to review that. I think it would make sense to maybe review the base model MacBook Air, just because the MacBook Air with the M2 chip is a little bit different than other implementations of the M2 chip, because it's just a little slower because it doesn't have a fan. So I might review that. We also have another question here about plans for a podcast studio, and I do have a lot of plans along those lines. But first,
yap. That's all he does is yap.
Oh my God! Look at that. He's late and he's rude. There's a stool for you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Where would you like me to sit?
Sit over next to Noah. I moved the camera over a little bit, and I
good job.
can do it again. Oh man, can we fit? Let me move it again.
This is great.
This
This is about right.
No, I think this is a great hierarchy.
I'm good with this.
I'm good with this too.
I feel great.
You look great,
Thank
and
you.
that's what matters.
Wow.
Here we're all really getting cozy in here. And you know what, Sam? Somebody told me in the chat here. They said that the setup was ass. They said that to me. They said that to me at a
face?
dinner.
To your face?
To my face, Sam. And
Who
I'll
was
tell
it?
you
Give me
what.
your name.
Let me find it.
I know
I'm
a
gonna
guy.
call him out. I'm gonna call it out. Where was it? Where was it? I'm hunting you down. Look, I got it.
Slick. Come on, Slick. That's
The
not
setup
very-
wasn't made for 3 people, Slick. It's doing a lot. It's working overtime.
We're trying our best, Slick.
Yeah, come on, Slick.
Yeah, look at me. I even got shorter just for this episode.
Yeah, because I don't have 3 chairs. I don't have a whole podcasting setup. I shoot this in an apartment. What do they want? Oh my gosh.
I mean, this is pretty last minute setup here.
Yeah.
We're trying to get this done so I can get to the airport.
Yeah, this is a very chaotic episode of Dark Mode.
Yeah.
But I want to get right into it. All
Okay.
right. We've messed around. We've had our goofs and our gaffes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get your thoughts on something, Sam.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've seen this yet. I assume you have because you're a little nerd. We've got some new rumors about finally, after 100,000 years, a new Apple Watch design. Let's give it up. Look, we don't need a soundboard for this. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Normally, you need a soundboard.
Yeah.
Dude, it's going to be hot. Apple Watch X, baby.
You think that's what they're going for? Like
100%.
iPhone style?
100%. Because we have the Series 9 now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, it's 100% the Series. Yeah, excuse me, Apple Watch X.
Dude, wait, that's actually kind of weird. Because I feel like the iPhone 10 came out and I was like, oh, the iPhone's been around for so long. It's been around for 10 years.
Yeah.
But I read this article and he was talking about the 10-year anniversary of the Apple Watch. And I was like, the what?
Yeah, dude.
There's no way that's been out for 10 years. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I don't
like it.
I don't think I realized that.
Have you been filling your rings for 10 years?
Yeah, oh yeah, since day one. No, for 2 weeks, and then I returned the original.
Wait,
and then
really?
Yeah, didn't I tell you this? I had
No.
the original Apple Watch for 2 weeks, and then I returned it.
Why'd you return it?
It wasn't worth it.
That's
The original
not
was
true.
not worth
You
it.
did you have the Series Zero?
Yes, I got it literally 6 days after it came out. It was the longest 6 days of my life waiting
Oh my
between
God.
when everybody else
Oh
got
my
theirs
God.
and mine. And yes, it was game changing.
Not right away.
Okay.
The
well,
Series Zero was notorious.
It was pretty. It was a rough experience. It was a slow experience.
It was.
I'm not saying it was as fast as the current one, but I'm saying it was.
Well,
still
there's a lot of room in
game-changing.
between that and what
Yeah.
we're saying.
Yeah.
It was game changing, right? It was in the same way that the original iPhone was game changing, but it was still lacking, and a lot of people wait for, second or third generation.
Yeah,
Because-
if you're a square.
So is the Apple Watch.
You're gonna make it circle for the 10th gen.
Circle?
Yeah.
No, they're gonna make
definitely.
it X shaped for the X gen.
Oh.
Yeah. Elon's gonna love it. You wait.
Ah.
Oh no.
That's gonna be sick.
Unironically though, do you think they're gonna call it Apple Watch 10? Like X stylized?
100% it will be stylized X. Not even a question.
Dang.
Not even a question. Dude, not only has Gerben and other people already said it, but that just, dude, of course they are, because that gets people talking about it.
No, I think it's hype.
Yeah.
I think it's sick.
They're gonna do XX for iPhone 20.
Oh god, I
iPhone
hope
30.
not.
XXX.
Oh, iPhone XXX. Yeah, watch out. I'm pretty sure they're already selling those on some very specific websites.
Yeah. At Noah.xxx.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, here's my question.
Yes.
The iPhone 10 was a huge change for the iPhone,
Mhm.
right? Big design upgrade. We lost the iconic home button that had been
Mhm.
there forever. We got the swipe gestures, which we all love now. It's a great experience. What can Apple do to the Apple Watch that's that big? Are they gonna remove the digital crown from the Apple Watch?
No.
Hmm.
Not
Are-
a chance.
But
I
they
don't
removed
think
the home
so.
button from the iPhone.
What if
I
they-
completely agree with you, but come on.
What if
What are they
they
gonna
what
do?
if they use Vision Pro Tech and they use iris tracking? So you just have to look.
That sounds horrible.
Are you guys on drugs?
Yes.
Damn. Let's head over there and take a look-see then. Because I need whatever you guys are smoking to think they would even think about eliminating essentially what is digital touch to the iPhone. Multi-touch to the iPhone.
Okay. I was about to roast you because
Um,
digital touch bit the bullet. By
you
the way,
guys-
Force Touch is what I was thinking of.
I wish that came back.
Dude, I miss it. It was so good.
Yeah.
That is a
The
weird-
long press is just
It's
not
not the
nearly
same.
as good.
No, and it was I think it was on the watch first. And then it
Yes, you're right. It was on the
Alright.
watch.
in April, and then it came to the phone that
It was on the watch and the 12-inch MacBook,
oh yeah.
which also had
Ooh.
Force Touch in April, and then in May the MacBook Pro 15-inch came out that had it.
technically Mac
and
still had
then-
it, right?
Yeah.
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 I don't know why Apple thought that Macs are the only ones that deserve it, though. It's such a good tech.
Well, I think it was like more expensive.
Oh,
and
certainly.
like additional componentry, whatever. Like,
Because weren't they
Yeah.
basically? I think they were measuring the deformation in the screen glass or
yeah,
something. Like
that.
it was kind of
Something
crazy.
fancy. Yeah.
It was way too
Definitely
fancy.
No, they had a little guy that was like, ah!
They measure
They crush him.
the decibels of the screen.
That's
Oh.
old school tech right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
No,
yeah,
but what does make it
Oh.
a 10?
It's gonna be thinner. It's gonna be like significantly thinner. It's gonna be bigger. I think the screen is gonna be getting larger on the actual device. It's gonna be micro OLED. I think.
Really?
I think that. Well, here, go back to the
Wait.
little rumor page. I can't
Yeah.
remember if it
Let's
said that.
put that up. Let's put that. Oh,
Oh,
whoa!
Ooh.
I have never seen that before.
that's crazy.
Let's
Here we
make
go.
us smaller. Here we go.
Okay, so yeah. And while there are so sorry, micro LED is not coming until 2025 or 2026, but I believe it is going to be slightly bigger screen. And then I'm sure there'll be a pretty nifty health feature too. I mean, it's not going to be a situation like the iPhone 10 where I feel like when you're working with that small of a space, there's only so much you can do.
And let's be honest.
Like what else?
The Apple
what
Watch
would you improve?
Well, see, that's the thing is I really don't know what there is to do.
Because I think it's easy. Like if you look at let me just take this phone case off that I definitely don't have on. So if you look at the iPhone, right, you can like easily look at this. Let me put it up here. And you're like, oh, there's this black thing at the top. I don't like that black thing. So we should get rid of that. And it's easy to be like next iPhone or thinner bezels and no notch at the top.
Yep.
I mean, the only thing I'd say for the watch is like thinner bezels, which I assume they'll probably do.
You can always get ever closer to being a completely edgeless display.
It'll be thinner and lighter, which will be great for working out.
Yeah.
Oh,
the thinner and lighter is good. The battery.
We're hearing that it might be like an actual battery life increase too.
Because if I'm not mistaken, the 18-hour battery has been unchanged for 10 years now, which is pretty impressive. To make no improvements in 10 years on the battery life.
Same with the iPad.
Really?
iPad's been 10 hours since day one.
Like 2010 day one?
Yeah.
What?
And this iPad supports up to 10 hours of charge on a single use. Yep.
Interesting.
I didn't realize that
they've had the same for every iPad ever.
What the hell? Like are you talking about even like iPad Pro versus iPad Mini versus iPad Air? Every single iPad.
Fact check me, bro. But I mean, if you look at like the current iPad Pro battery life, look, it's gonna say 10 hours. Okay, it's giving me years.
Whoa, that's a long battery.
Okay, Google is not being very cash money right now.
No, you got to get on that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on, Google.
It's gonna be in
Come
here.
on. Do you work at Google? God, Apple's really making me scroll today.
I want somebody in the chat to fact check
up
you.
to 10 hours of surfing the web on Wi-Fi. And if you go original iPad battery life, why is everyone laughing at me?
No, don't worry about it.
Look,
You're
original
doing great,
iPad, up
buddy.
to 10 hours of surfing the web on Wi-Fi.
Okay.
It has been the same since ever.
Okay, but here's my
That's
question.
crazy.
Here's my question. So you said you mentioned both better battery life and thinner for the Apple Watch. That's not computing for me.
I agree, but if I had to bet, they'd probably have made an internal bet of like, hey, why don't we just keep it the same? And then sort of they kind of stopped improving it on the regular model because they were like, we need something big for that. I mean, maybe a new battery design. I mean, we see what they're doing on the iPhone 16s. They're doing the metal plated, so it'll help with the heat dissipation. So it's not going to make the phone as hot, therefore hopefully making the battery life better, plus a faster processor. But I mean, it's very sick. Thank you.
For the audio listeners, since this is a podcast, John from Sam's podcast that he just shot shows up in the chat with I would say a very fractious attitude, saying, "Oh, hey Sam, just letting you know that I'm uploading our podcast for whenever you want to work on our stuff."
That's true.
You're a slacker, Sam.
I am.
What have you ever done for Genius Bar?
Cancel it. That's all I've done.
That's it.
And guys, that's why I'd like to tell you about Luke's new sponsor. For
No.
Luke is now brought to you by Casetify. Casetify is the exclusive.
Get this out of here.
Me on a podcast. Actually, no,
You're
one who brokered the deal.
The
fact that you have this laying around your studio is really pathetic after what they did to creators.
Oh my god,
guys! Everybody,
Yeah.
Can we get canceled Luke trending?
Nice try.
Just really
Nice try. Oh, what? How big of a phone case is this, Sam? Known iPhone 15 Pro user. Oh, well, now that's interesting. Oh man, it doesn't fit.
Wait, hang on. It must work on my phone.
It must
if
be
I
your
broker,
phone.
If I brokered
If
the
you
deal,
brokered
it must.
Wait a
wait,
minute.
What? It doesn't fit.
Did you put this through the laundry and it shrunk?
Wait, hang on,
wait
hang
a
on.
minute.
There's one more phone.
There's one more phone here. It
that's
says
your extra
property
15 Pro.
of Samuel, quote, Casetify Cole. Oh my God. He changed his middle name to Casetify.
The glove doesn't fit.
The glove fits.
doesn't fit.
The glove
The
fits.
glove doesn't fit.
OJ.
Everybody said that I'm off mic.
Well, now
Now we're
mean,
all
I think you
equal.
should be. I think that's fine.
It's
Yeah.
equitable.
No, I agree. Yeah. And by the way, I apologize in advance to all audio and video listeners and watchers. Everyone who's ever going to experience this podcast is going to be assaulted by the terrible, terrible quality of not just the framing. I mean, Sam looks like a meatball down there. Look at him. He's only a head.
Meatball Sam. That's what they
Meatball
call
Sam.
him.
Meatball Sam. and their audio is terrible. It's, you know what? You can't look a gift horse in the mouth, right? You're basically getting a podcast and a half.
Yeah.
All right. So if all you got to do is complain, then get out of here. That's what I say.
That's what I say.
Okay.
I also hate my audience.
No. Wow, look at this. People are where was that comment? Sam, people disagree with you.
Yeah, I'm starting to come around on that.
Really?
Yeah, because I use it for my little monitor for my camera that I showed.
I did see that.
I think I
It
showed
being
both
the
of you.
iPad Mini.
Yeah. Yeah, it's growing on me. It's growing on me.
It's actually very small. I don't think
I don't think
growing.
it doesn't get bigger. It just stays the same size.
It's the size is constant.
Yeah.
Wait,
Are you confusing it
doesn't
with
get-
a
it
doesn't
regular
get
iPad?
bigger?
No, it doesn't get bigger.
it doesn't.
No, that's it. That's all you got.
That's only 2 inches.
No.
No,
I need to go at least to 7.9.
Oh, look at that. Here's the Apple Watch leak. So you mentioned new health data.
Yeah.
The rumor is hypertension and sleep apnea detection,
Yeah, baby.
which is crazy, dude. I mean, think about it this way. When the Apple Watch came out,
I'm just doing a demo blood pressure.
Okay.
That's really accurate.
Oh.
And then you do the slow.
I feel
Isn't
like
it
I'm
such
back
a
in
relief
like
when they do that at the
elementary.
Oh,
doctor?
yeah.
When they twist it back, you're like, oh,
You're like, oh god. I can't get
Unironically,
any
it does
tighter.
feel good
yeah.
when they release the arm.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's a great time.
I do think that will actually be a pretty big deal though, because I mean, I don't know the numbers, but I think if you're looking at like low oxygen or like heart issues, I feel like blood pressure's got to be like the most common for most people, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
trending one way. I mean, I don't know for sure, but that'd be my guess.
Mhm.
And yeah, dude.
No, I mean, I
pretty
think
sick.
so. When the Apple Watch first came out, you got it pretty much day one,
Yeah,
and you ended up returning it.
I did.
Why?
It was okay. In the original Apple Watch was like extremely dependent on your phone. Like pretty much everything
True.
ran
true.
on your phone
True.
and used the watch was communicating with the phone, and it was basically just like a thin client, and all the data was running on your phone, and that made it very slow. Every time you tried to open an app, it had to basically start. I forget exactly how the architecture worked, but I think it literally ran the app on your phone and like communicated all of whatever. It was cool, but very slow. So
You can keep going.
okay, it was
I just love that your head disappeared. That was,
Yeah.
that was funny.
it was very slow, and it was also missing.
Oh no. Lewis says, "My brother, I can't speak today. I'm
It's
done."
okay. You're probably sleepy.
Can you read it? Someone
My
else read
my
this
blood
down.
pressure is rising watching this pod. I completely agree.
Same.
I'm over here. I'm about to pass out.
That's not very good.
I'm right here in the middle. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like right in the midst of the action. But okay, here's the thing. So first of all, it was very slow. That was a big thing. The
Yeah.
second thing was that the Apple Watch kind of didn't know what it was doing at the beginning. They were trying a bunch of different things, and they weren't quite sure what it was going to be. They had some health features. It was
Mhm.
obviously more basic. They didn't have all the sensors and all the activity, like everything, but they had the foundation was there. And they were trying, for the notification thing, they had the digital touch thing. They had the $18,000 gold version, whatever, all these different things.
Mm.
And what they've found over the years is that the fitness is really the big thing. And that's something that I'm very interested in. Like, that's why I love the Apple
Mhm.
Watch is for the fitness. The original one had a rudimentary version, more basic version of that, but it wasn't nearly what it is today. And it had a bunch of other things that I don't care as much about that Apple has now sort of de-emphasized. Maybe they're not entirely gone, but they've been de-emphasized. So I feel like the Apple Watch now is a much more compelling product to me than the original one was when it came out. So that's my answer.
I think that's a really good analysis. And that's why what I was getting at by asking you that was this note here about the health tracking, because I think that is the sort of sleeper feature of the Apple Watch that wasn't really emphasized on the original, and it kind of came out of left field as Apple started just packing this thing with sensors.
Yeah.
Right. And now all of a sudden you have, I mean, Gurman is talking about here. Where was it? He was saying that detecting sleep apnea usually requires a sleep study in an overnight sleep center. That's not realistic for most people. But with an Apple Watch being able to do that, and again, it might not be the most accurate thing in the entire world, right? Like a sleep study is still going to be more scientific.
Right.
In fact, a lot of what like the EKG, the ECG feature, a lot of these things aren't the most precise measurement, but getting you most of the way there on your wrist and being able to do all of that without going into a hospital or a sleep center, all of this stuff like that is a totally sleeper feature that wasn't really
Pun
a
intended.
thing. Good one, me.
Yeah.
That was a totally unexpected, like out of left field, like use for the Apple Watch that we've only really seen in the last couple of years.
Right. And now that's the primary thing. That's what they advertise. That's they made the Apple Watch Ultra. They have the Apple Watch Nike version, and they still have, Hermes and some other things for other users, but fitness is really a key focus. And so maybe that's, we're talking about like the iPhone 10 of Apple Watches. I feel like when I hear that, it makes me think, oh, they're going to do a redesign. They're going to change, how you fundamentally interact with the thing, which is what they did for the iPhone 10. And maybe it's not going to quite be that, because I don't know what you would do to an Apple Watch to do that. But I think it really is like, these features and adding more sensors and stuff. And that's what excites me about the Apple Watch, is not, so much the design and the looks, because you can only do so much. You can do a lot with it, but you can only do so much with it. It's like the feature, the fitness tracking and the health tracking features are the big one.
I would agree. I will say though, I do wonder if this part here is going to piss people off. A new thinner design.
People are going to get pissed off.
Okay,
the
new
magnetic
design,
mechanism.
no, but a new mechanism for watch bands means that people are going to have to get new bands.
Oh my God, you've had the same bands for 10 years, guys.
I mean, yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah,
but
like
these are the same people that when I'm not saying I agree with them.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I support, let's
Progress.
do something else, right? Let's try something new.
Yeah.
But I guarantee these
yeah.
are the people who Apple said, they were forced by the EU, but they still said, we're going to give you a standard universal port that you already have on multiple things that simplifies your life, increases data bandwidth, and is pretty much better in every single way. And people are like, oh, what the hell? They're changing the connector again after just 11 years.
Yeah.
11 years?
But think, for some people, that can only be like 2 iPhones.
For crazy people. Actually, no, you're right.
Maybe
you could definitely do iPhone 5, 2012, iPhone 10, and then iPhone 15. You could definitely do 2 iPhones in 11 years.
Yeah, they're like, oh, and already?
Already? Ah!
Yeah. I mean, I also would bet there's going to be some kind of an adapter.
That's what I was about to say. There's got to be.
I bet it'll slide in and then kind of magnetically clip. It won't be perfect, but 100% they're going to work on it. And because then they can sell you something to make it work, and they'll make like $49 off of every thing.
Oh, jeez, it better not be that much.
I would think 19 for an adapter like that.
Yeah, I think
29
per
29 per band.
Per band. It's per band.
Per band.
Per band. 19 per band. That's what I'm.
Wait, why is it 19 per band?
Like each adapter has like the 2 little pieces that you put on the 2
So
parts.
I bet you'll slide it in and then it magnetically.
Yeah, you slide.
It's just gonna be like it's gonna be the female end, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, jeez. So it's gonna be the 2 little things. You slide your band into them, and then you do it. And each one is gonna be 1 pack. Maybe they'll have a 2-pack. I don't know, but like a 1 pack.
Oh,
$19.
I think Richard's got the name.
Hang on
down
a
at
second.
the very bottom.
Magic Band.
The Magic
Band. That makes sense. Richard, you cracked the case.
I think that's it.
Is
You
this
sure they're not
Tim
gonna call
Cook's
it-
pen name? This has got to be him.
You don't think they're
Richard
going to call it MagSafe? We have MagSafe on the Mac and MagSafe on the iPhone, and they're completely different.
Yeah.
They're vaguely related. They do
Yeah.
something similar, but they're completely different.
That's not a bad idea. That's not
How about
bad.
MagSafe on the Apple Watch, and it's a third completely different
Wait,
thing?
but doesn't it technically have?
I was gonna
MagSafe for the
say.
charger.
You can't charge
I
an
bet.
Apple
I
Watch on
bet.
MagSafe.
I bet they're gonna change
No,
the
but
way
the
that.
Apple Watch charger is a magnetic wireless charger. So by the laws of MagSafe,
But they don't call
is
it. They don't
already-
call it MagSafe.
Yeah.
I just figured it out. I bet the new. I think we're both right. I think the
Okay.
new band systems we call the Magic Band system, and I bet that the new watch is going to have MagSafe. Actual, like you can put it on a MagSafe puck and it will charge.
That's
But
not
if you look at
I don't
Apple's,
physically
think it would be
possible.
possible. It's too small for the ring.
if
the
you
magnets.
if you look at Apple's I mean, look at AirPods.
Yeah.
AirPods have MagSafe. That's about the
But
same
because
size.
it's flat. No, because it's flat. This has the heart rate sensor like bulges
That's
out.
true.
Unless they
Yeah,
read as
exactly.
what if that's the iPhone 10? What if that's the iPhone 10? Make the sensors flat.
But
Like,
what's the
and then-
benefit
and then
of
it goes on
making them
MagSafe? I
flat?
don't know.
Would it be more
Well, if you look at
comfortable?
Apple's product lineup, the Apple Watch is the only outlier that doesn't charge with MagSafe. It has a proprietary charging puck just for the watch. That seems weird.
And it is kind of annoying. that
Yeah,
that's the
it's annoying that you have
case.
to have
No,
a specific
yeah.
thing. Like if you could charge your AirPods, iPhone, and your watch with one MagSafe, it would also allow Apple to transition away from USB-C in a couple of years when they do go that direction. I'm just
I'm
saying,
liking this.
I
This is
think
a good workshop.
it really
here.
is. Why are we not working at Apple?
I think we should at this point.
I agree.
We're reverse engineering them before they even. We're like 10 months away from this, and we've already figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is pretty incredible stuff.
I would love to be the Apple CEO. It'd be so fun. I think that's
See,
what I want to
okay.
transition to. We were talking about like what do we do after YouTube? I think I want to be
Yeah.
CEO of Apple.
Oh, okay.
So you think
Yeah,
that you can become the CEO of a company that won't
Mhm.
even talk to you?
absolutely.
I admire
Not a
the
question.
confidence.
Thank you.
I will give you
Try.
that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I
See what
do
the future
think
holds.
like if they do like that would be like okay, new band system and new charging system. Just get them both over.
I mean,
with.
that would be equivalent to iPhone 10, I would say.
And that would be kind of like it would be rough for existing users. You can't use your existing chargers. All of those like
Mhm.
2-in-1, 3-in-1 MagSafe things would
Oh,
become
yeah.
a little bit less
But
useful.
again, 10. I mean, think about it. The iPhone charger changed in 10 years. Why wouldn't the Apple Watch charger ever change?
No, I know.
Maybe they'll put just a USB-C port on it.
Oh no. Okay, see what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it would be totally like I don't have a problem with it. But I'm saying if they're gonna do it, they should just get it over with, right? Do the new band system and the new charging system in one. I agree it makes a lot of sense if it worked with MagSafe. If they could just make it flat. I don't know if they can. Maybe it's like a sensor thing and like a light diffraction. I don't know. That's their problem. That's not our problem. But like if they can do both in one, that would be a pretty big
I mean, even if you
upgrade,
look at
yeah.
the Ultra, it barely bulges out. Like the sensor is very almost flat.
Yeah, I mean, I it's tough though because it's been
We all have Ultras. I didn't know if we had a regular.
yeah, we don't have a regular to compare
Like,
it to. but-
regular.
Yeah, we,
And this is the Ultra 2,
gross.
just so everybody knows. I bought the Ultra 2. just so-
Wow.
Oh, good.
Thank
good
you
for
thank you for flexing on the hose. How do you enjoy your feature?
I really love my feature. Of all the feature, it's my favorite.
Is it one of the feature of all time?
It is one of the feature of all time.
Wow.
No, it's also faster.
Okay, and you're telling me that you can notice that?
Yeah, I've been mining crypto on here.
Oh
Uh-huh.
no.
Did I tell you about my coin I'm making? Sam coins.
Oh,
How much is a
no.
Sam coin worth?
Well, we're taking initial investments right now.
Okay.
I think it's in the negative. Like the amount of electricity needed to mine a Sam coin is less than
It's
what it's
worth.
worth.
Yeah, it
Oh.
actually costs money to generate Sam.
It's truly the celery of
Yeah.
cryptocurrency.
No, but I do think the series. Yeah, I guess is it going to be Series X or just Apple Watch X?
Well, that's a good point.
10.
I
Sorry,
think
yes, Apple Watch 10.
I think that it would be hard for them to get rid of Series because after that, I feel like Series kind of is like Apple Watch's own unique little thing. Like no one else
Yeah.
gets that. And then if you get rid of it, you can't really bring it back for Apple Watch Series 11. And so you would end up with like just Apple Watch 11, iPhone 17, iPad 78. Like it's
So here,
boring.
what's gonna happen to the iPhone? What's gonna happen when we hit? Are we gonna hit iPhone 22 one day?
Dude, did we talk about this one episode, or was that like
they're gonna have
person?
to change it
Because I swear we've talked about how like I feel like as you keep going, it just gets more and more ridiculous sounding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I did have a counterpoint.
okay.
Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
No, but like
saying
it's a
that.
normal like phone. Like everyone's like, oh, I have the S23 Ultra. But
Yeah.
for some reason saying, oh, I have the iPhone 23 sounds so stupid.
No, I have the S34 Ultra, dude.
It's just, I think it's just each
S
year,
It's a little
year.
susser. Bring
No.
back the iPhone S series, dude.
Yeah, that would slow us
The
down.
15S.
Yeah.
Okay, I think what it is, like when you say the iPhone, 22 or whatever, iPhone
Yeah.
23, it sounds crazy. But if you say iPhone 16, that doesn't sound crazy. That's coming next year.
It's starting to sound a little
I think-
crazy.
I think
I-
it's sounding a little weird.
I think each year when the new number comes out, you sort of adjust to it, and then and then each, like, as we get closer to the iPhone 23, it's gonna sound less and less crazy because right now we're on the 15, the 23 is so far away. When we're at the iPhone 20, the iPhone 23 is it's gonna sound a little bit less weird, and as we get closer, it's gonna be. I'm not saying it's
No,
great.
he is right.
And then
He's got a point.
eventually Vision Pro is going to take over and the iPhone will end and then it won't be a problem anymore.
No.
Wait, how do you
Dude, because
what do you do for
take
the next Vision Pro?
It's also-
Vision Pro 2, Vision 2 Pro.
Vision
Vision
Proer.
Vision Pro second generation.
Oh, that's awful.
I mean, that's what they do
Yeah.
with AirPods. They're not AirPods 3, they're AirPods third generation.
Yeah, but
iPad,
that's so
same with iPad,
annoying.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, how
it's
about
stupid.
this? How about this?
Apple's not good at
We need to
names.
throw away the names. All right,
Okay.
no, Todd. And then
What product is that?
it's Todd.
I don't
and then
know if
the
I
next
like it
year,
or not.
And then the next year, you get like Sharon.
If it's an iPhone,
So now they're switching genders every year. That's super confusing.
well, you don't.
Whoa,
know.
what's wrong with
Hang
that?
on, You don't. Yeah, you don't.
No, I
know.
said it's confusing.
Oh, all of a sudden, people's pronouns are confusing to you, Mr.
Yes,
Boomer,
if
huh?
we're gendering app, I don't even know what product we're talking about.
Okay, if we're talking about
It's
iPhones,
Mike.
So Sharon is an
if we're talking about iPhones, how
Yeah.
does that make you feel? Versus if they're Apple Watches, does that change your perspective? Does
Yeah.
that change your opinion?
yeah,
Okay, which one's better? Would you rather it be Apple Watch or iPhone?
maybe I do want the iPhone 78. No, I think we should just change it to the Apple phone.
But then
That
how would you know
sounds
which
so
one?
silly.
Apple phone 1, Apple phone 2.
So you're saying
That
to
doesn't
just
make
start
sense.
it over?
Yeah,
That doesn't make.
that buys them another 20 years, maybe.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I feel like iPhone. I don't know. Is it like the only i product left?
iPad,
True.
iMac,
iMac.
The Apple Pad.
the Apple
Ugh.
Mac.
Do you remember in the 2000s when everyone leaked everything and it always had an I?
Yeah,
They were like, oh, the iCar,
the iWatch.
the iWatch. Yeah, the iWatch. I honestly, when the Apple Watch came out, I thought, oh, Apple Watch, that's so weird. We've been calling it iWatch forever.
Yeah,
I think they made the right call on that. Apple Watch was better than iWatch.
Nah, I'm an iWatch stan.
Still?
no.
10 years on, you still want,
Yeah,
oh, I got the new iWatch.
yeah, iWatch 10. So much cleaner.
No.
It
I
sounds a little
disagree.
janky, but I mean, dude, Apple is too clunky in front of everything. Apple Vision
Apple.
Pro. I don't think Vision Pro is gonna be like. I mean, dude, I think it's gonna be like minimum 7 to 8 years before like people in the real world are like, I bought a Vision Pro. There's no way within 3 years any of my friends would be like, yeah, I went and bought the $1,500 Vision Pro, dude. There's just no way. What do you think, Noah?
It depends on what it does.
Dude,
If it can do, okay, if the people who buy VR headsets, if the Vision Pro could do that, maybe some of them would buy it.
Yeah.
But the average person, I agree, even 1,500 is a lot of
Insane.
money.
That's more than their phone, and they buy a new one every 4 years.
That's true.
Like,
That
there's
is
just
true.
no. The more I've been critically thinking about Vision Pro, I'm still just as excited for it.
Oh yeah.
But for anybody that's like, oh yeah, in 5 years everybody's gonna have these on.
Yeah, no. I think the curve for Vision Pro is going to be a lot longer. And I also don't think that Vision Pro is going to replace the iPhone.
I mean,
Because I think that realistically, Vision Pro is a computer.
beep boop.
Yeah. So what I think might at some point replace the iPhone and prevent us from getting to iPhone 37 would be more of a glasses type of thing.
Yeah, I agree.
But even that, I'm a little suspicious about, because I think phone in pocket wasn't hard to get used to. But wearing glasses all the time,
Yeah.
for some people, that won't be that weird. For you guys wear glasses. So if you had Apple glasses, you could get them in space black. Think about that.
I want them in
10 years
red.
after they come out.
And red.
I want them in
Yeah.
red. They have
And
to be
then,
in red.
You know,
or
they
no
could have
deal.
different designs. Otherwise, no freaking deal.
Not at all.
But like, I think glasses might be a harder sell. Like for me personally, I don't wear glasses. It would be harder to convince me to be like, all right, you're gonna wear this all the time.
Yeah, you're just gonna be ugly now, like us.
I can't.
No.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is I
Speak for
can't pull
yourself.
off glasses.
Yeah, sorry.
You guys pull off
Noah's
glasses.
bad.
I look like a nerd.
Noah's bad.
Let me see, give me your glasses.
Ah, take them off! Take them off! Take them off! Take them off!
So let's talk about trigonometry,
I actually think that does fit your personality better.
That's so mean.
Shut up. You're wearing my glasses.
Yeah, it works on you. You look good in
Hey,
glasses.
wait, you try on my glasses. I think you might look better with these because you're black. Or
What?
Excuse
you
me.
do actually look better in those, though. He looks significantly.
I have
better in
no
those.
idea what I look like.
Let me
because these
see.
are the blurriest things. What do we think?
Yeah, he definitely looks. Way
I don't mind them. I don't mind.
I think the black. I mean, not your black, but like your facial.
What are you talking about?
I should just stop.
Where are you
This is why I
going
don't
with
do live.
This
Yeah.
is
I
I'm
don't do
starting to
live.
get why
Because I don't
why we
actually
don't have the
mean any
Meatball
of this,
Sam
but people just
podcast.
find the clip and then it's like my life's over.
Well, then
I
what-
love everyone. I'm not trying to be a bad guy, even if I am. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I don't know. I just think that Vision Pro is a computer fundamentally, and it's gonna take a spin-off that's leaning more in the glasses, sunglasses, accessory direction before it starts to get. I won't even say taking over the iPhone. Let's just say Apple Watch levels of popularity, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be under $1,000, and it's gonna have to be wearable in public, and that's at least, as you said, 7 or so years away.
Dude, that's crazy. We're gonna be making 7 years on this before anyone cares.
Yeah,
I mean, think about like for the iPhone, like how long did it take the iPhone to get popular? Because it wasn't.
the
I mean,
4.
The 4 was the big one, I think.
So that was how many? So 2G, 3G, 3GS. So it took 4 years for the iPhone to achieve like mass popularity.
Yeah.
That was something that like, yeah, I would say Vision Pro is probably gonna be double that, probably 8.
Yeah, I think so. And to some extent, that does make you wonder, like, it does Vision Pro have the longevity? Like, can it last that long in obscurity before taking off?
We gotta try it.
Or is it just going to be a flop?
We got to try it.
What do you think?
I think. I mean, okay, you say in obscurity. It's not gonna be a popular
Let's find out. Is it gonna
mass
succeed?
market. Oh no.
Let me hang on a second, you guys. I got Vision Pro early, so
Wait, have you not shown that on camera yet?
no.
Oh, sorry.
How you doing in there, buddy? Boop, boop.
Hey, careful. All right. I have Vision Pro early. All right. As you can see, totally legit.
Yeah.
There were a few last minute design changes
Yeah.
that they didn't tell us about. Number one, the build quality, I have to be honest, is not what it seemed.
Oh, that's
They
unfortunate.
made it kind of seem like it was glass and fabric and metal. They bamboozled us. It was plastic all along.
Let me see this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's plastic.
I know. They tricked
Ugh.
us. They tricked us. They pulled out the rug from under us.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. What's the chat saying? The cameras are significantly lower resolution, by the way.
Yeah. It's like
Aw.
1K, not.
Oh,
Maybe.
1K.
point one.
Yeah.
I feel like at least one. You get one of the Ks.
One of the Ks. I mean,
Really?
that's, all right.
Oh,
We can be ambitious. Wow. Okay, I can't read until I get this close.
He's really close, by the way. He doesn't show up on camera.
Yeah, for everyone, I was very close. I was about an inch away.
Yeah.
I can't even see Noah unless I go like
And
this.
stay tuned for
Ooh,
Luke's full
to the
video
camera.
coming this week, and my full video coming this week.
What are we uploading?
I mean, hopefully tomorrow, but I'm not. I don't know.
So-
my guy.
So should I have it scheduled.
Just dude,
Should I
you in the
unschedule it?
scheduling? Yes.
Okay.
Just hit upload. Not everything at 11:15. Just
Why
hit
would
the
I
publish
schedule
button.
it for a weird time, Sam? That
No,
doesn't
don't-
make any sense.
just
Ugh,
hit
Jesus.
upload, bro.
Okay, as I was
Right now?
saying,
Sure, whatever you want, man.
No, I'm
Not
kidding.
right
I'm goofing.
now.
I'm goofing. Wait, what do I? Okay, sorry, I got confused. Sorry, continue.
okay, as I was saying, before I got,
Oh,
don't do that.
I didn't mean to do that. I almost accidentally just published the video right in front of you.
Jesus.
Oops. Oh well.
Okay. The iPhone. Let's take the iPhone example, right?
Okay.
The
Yeah.
4 was the big one. That was a huge upgrade. If you look at the iPhone 4 and compare it to even the 3GS, but especially the 2G, huge
Retina.
difference. The Retina display was huge.
That was
The new
crazy.
design, moving away from the plastic,
Apple Silicon.
Silicon, whatever.
That really was a banger device.
Incredible device. Okay. The first Vision Pro is not, it's gonna be like the iPhone 2G.
It's gonna be a little piece of shit.
It's gonna be the thing that, like, you know, the tech people, the ones that like to get things early, and you know, maybe there will be some other, yes, it'll be us, and maybe there will be some other people. I feel like the original iPhone was like, you know, maybe some business people
Mhm.
got in on that trend early. I don't know if this is a business person product, but there's like, for whatever, like AR, VR, there's definitely going to be some like niches of people that are going to get into it, right? They're
Yeah.
going to be there early. I think, you know, in a couple of years, there's going to be an iPhone 4 moment for the Vision Pro, and maybe that'll be when it goes from being a mixed reality headset, or when it goes from the paradigm of it being like a headset that you know, brings the video in and projects on top of it, to being literally projecting things onto the real world without a video feed and a big thing in front of your face. Maybe that's what it's going to take, but that's going to be the iPhone 4 moment where it's going to become popular. In the meantime, it's still going to exist. It's still going to be sold. Some people are still going to have it. And I think it almost doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a company releasing their first product, and if the product doesn't do well, the company fails and whatever. This is Apple. Even if this thing doesn't sell very well, you know, at first or even for a long time, it doesn't, like, Apple's not going anywhere. And as long as Apple's not going anywhere, if they put a bet on this, if they're betting on this for the long term, then it's gonna stick around for the long term. And it'll take longer, you know, than the iPhone took to get to that moment, but it'll get there eventually, and Apple's still going to be around when it gets to that moment.
I think that's a good point. Apple has the fortitude to just kind of stick it out. They're kind of saying, like, this is it. This is what we're doing. Sales, short-term sales are not a factor, probably.
Yeah.
The other thing that you mentioned there is talking about that paradigm between piping in video and projecting onto the world. And that got me thinking. From what I understand, a lot of the way Vision Pro works is sort of immersive relative to the user. From my understanding, it does not seem like they're doing a whole lot of projection, right? Like, I don't think that you would have in Vision Pro, for example, a floating monitor that's fixed on your desk, and you can go into another room and like look all the way back, like from 50 feet away, and it's still there, right? This is a bubble that surrounds you. This isn't, from what I've seen, it seems very limited in terms of its interaction with your physical environment.
Okay.
Is that, I mean, am I right in thinking that?
I just want to try it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we know.
I just
Because it
want to know
seems
if
like
it's
they kind of
good.
skirted around it.
Did
They
you-
never showed, like all the demos were always like one person in one room
Yep.
sitting down or walking like slowly around that room that they're in.
Mhm.
We haven't seen what you're talking about, so we don't know. I mean, I agree. I guess the fact that they haven't showed that probably means that it's meant more for the cases that they showed, but we don't know.
Guess you'll have to test it.
Yeah.
And I guess that could be in as little as a month. It's kind of weird to think about because I would say Vision Pro is the single Apple product about which I know the least going into it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's because they haven't said shit.
Exactly.
But they just keep hyping
even
it up with like the spatial videos, and I'm like, is this actually good? Or are you gonna let Brian Tong back for a fourth time? Maybe a fifth time? Because I'd like one of those times, Apple.
I would like a time.
I'd like at least
Yeah,
one
me
time as
too.
a treat.
Little time. I've been a good boy. I haven't destroyed any Apple products. I haven't taken anything apart.
I'm obviously being facetious. I'm just so excited. I just want to know if it's actually good. Because everybody be like, game changing, groundbreaking. I was emotional. Like, is that actually true, or are they drinking the Kool-Aid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I personally am still optimistic.
Oh no, me too. Don't get me wrong.
I think it's gonna blow our minds.
See, but it better, or I'm gonna be disappointed. Like because they announced it so early.
Mm-hmm.
My expectation is like, if it would have like just come out in the release, I think my expectation would have been like here, but it's all this time and all the little media people that they're letting try it out and all the little stories about it being built in iOS now. Like, they are hyping this up that it is literally going to like mind blown. And I'm just like, it better be.
Are they hyping it up, or are people that have tried it accurately hyping it up?
If they didn't want the hype, they would have just done the event and not said a single word about it till release.
But like all of the people that are talking about how great it is.
Yeah, but they're letting
people.
They don't have to
try it out, I guess.
They're doing that because they know that people are going to click on the videos. It is fully intentional.
I agree. I agree with you. But yes, I think if Apple didn't want it to be hyped up, they would tell the people. They'd be like, you can try it out, but they would be a lot more strict about like, this is what you can say and can't say and when you can say it, whatever. Yeah. I think Apple, and obviously, like, of course they want to build the hype because they're launching a new product. It's an expensive thing. They want people to buy it. I know it's not like a mass market thing, but they want people to buy it and like, get that first version so that people start getting into it. Right. So like, I don't know. People like, obviously people want it.
I'm just saying it.
I don't know why I just said that. What does that mean?
People want
it. Apple wants people to want it.
Noah, people want you.
Like you?
I mean, people. I don't know.
Oh. Dang it.
It better be.
I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is Apple obviously is more than happy to give journalists a chance to try it so that they'll like hype it up.
Right.
Like, they're obviously trying to hype it up.
Yeah.
But I guess my point is more, are the people that are trying it hyping it because of how enthusiastic they are about it?
Sure.
Like, I don't think that the people hyping it up, not Apple, right? Apple gives it to people, the people hype it up. I don't think that the people hyping it are necessarily being disingenuous. It seems to me like the people that have tried it were legitimately really excited about it.
Yeah.
See,
you don't know? You think there's a little bit of wanting to stay in the Apple media circle?
Listen, I love all these people, but like, I mean,
I agree. Okay, part of it's like, I think it is a lot of they're like, oh, I'm so cool. I got to try it out, and like they want it to be cool because they got to do it and you didn't, and they want it to be cool. So if they say that this thing is so cool and mind blowing, and they got to try it out and you didn't, I'm not saying that they're saying that in a mean way, but that's just like a human nature thing. Like you want to be cool, so you make the thing cool, so it makes you cool. Like,
but also, like, I mean, just the energy anytime you're at Apple Park is crazy. Like when I was there, I'm just in like a really good mood because it's beautiful and it's fun and everything's perfect. But I will say the more I've thought about it, I'm just like, what am I going to use this for? Like in my apartment? Am I just going to walk? Because there are some things where I'm like FaceTime calls, like with personas, like that could be appealing if you're not in the room to sort of, I don't know, maybe feel like you're in.
Maybe.
I'm just looking for human connection. I don't know about you guys.
That's the wrong kind of human connection.
But the point being, they're really hyping it up with these multiple rounds of stuff, talking about it. I'm just like, okay, it better be good. And I'm not saying it's not.
Sure.
I'm just saying
The bar is high.
Because they made
my
it high.
hype like at WWDC was like here, and since then it's just been like it's doubled, I would say, because
Wow.
they are really
Really?
positioning this as like the next big thing, and I'm just like, all right, I'm down.
Let's see
But
it.
like then there's a small things that people don't mention where they're like, yeah, the cameras, they are a little bit lower resolution. You can kind of see that it's a camera. And I'm like,
Really?
oh yeah. And what if there's not a lot of light? I know how my camera looks in low light. Everything Apple's shown is in super bright environments. I mean, I have light in my house. I mean, I have light in my house. We know
yes,
that.
Oh, yeah, you do.
But like even in this room, I wouldn't say it's super. Like if I look in that corner, I guarantee you're going to see grain. And that's I
That's
think going to break the
true.
experience. I'm just saying there's a couple things
Didn't
where
think about that.
that I know. I was just thinking about that lately. And that's why I'm just like, if you would have left it alone and just been like, this is it. But they're having people talk about it's emotional and oh my God. And I'm just like, all right. This bet, like specifically the spatial video feature. If I am not actually moved by this, I'm going to be super disappointed. That is like the feature I'm looking forward to. And they just keep being like,
That's true.
it's crazy. Look, these people tried it. They shot their videos and they're mind blown. Look, you should buy it. And I'm just like, okay, but it better be. It better not be like, oh, this is just a fun gimmick. Because if
Now
it's a
I'm
fun
nervous.
gimmick, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that's why I think it's also doing Apple a little bit of harm by keeping it so controlled as to who's been able to try it. Is like, I mean, again, this is just how I would handle Apple Media Relations. I would let more people try it if you really wanted to hype it up rather than just like,
Yeah. I think
same folks.
I think
Obviously, I'm
Apple-
jealous. Full disclosure.
Oh yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah.
But,
no,
you know,
I
I
mean
just-
most people are.
But
'Cause
not
I
even.
think-
I'm not even saying me. Just give it to more people that you don't normally hear from, because I would love to hear more of a unique perspective.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like Apple's public relations are in some ways kind of stuck in the past.
They work harder than the devil, though.
They do work really hard,
Yeah.
but I think almost to their detriment.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Apple's
think
control
Apple is so controlling that it completely squashes the fun that they used to have.
Sometimes it works really well.
Oh yeah,
I mean, like, so we didn't know what Vision Pro was going to look like till it came out.
right.
That was a sense where I was like, oh my God, like we were all in the room together. Wait, were you there? No, you were not. You were in SF. Oh, wait, no, we were in SF. Where were you when we were watching the keynote?
We were in SF, but we watched it separately.
Oh yeah, because
we were live.
show. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like watching it. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just, all I'm just saying is that the closer we get, we're hearing it's next month. I feel like it's like, okay, well, I was really excited and hopeful, but now that I'm hearing so much, it's just like, oh, I
John
need to
rubbed
see
off
it.
on you.
No, I just need to experience it. I
'Cause
just need to experience
Is John still
I actually feel
pessimistic?
like, I mean, yes, in general, but I feel like he actually has become more.
interesting?
He's been less negative recently. I think he's just been more neutral.
Hmm.
And I'm definitely still like, don't get me wrong, I'm still ridiculously excited for this. I almost fear that they've shot themselves in the foot and inadvertently shot all my content in the foot by, I think my initial videos, and I'm just going to predict this about that entire. I think my initial video is going to be super positive, and I do worry that a month later I'm going to be like, I haven't really touched this.
That's my biggest fear. Legitimately,
Yeah.
my biggest fear is I get it.
In life,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, in all of life. But
Yeah.
in relation to the Vision Pro, I am nervous that it's going to be really cool for a while. And then I'm going to be like, okay, I want to watch a TV show. I can just turn my TV on and sit on my couch. I don't need to go get the headset and put it on. If I want to edit a video, I have monitors. If I want to go on my phone, I have my phone.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like if it just becomes like an airplane thing where I'm like, oh, great, I could take it on the airplane.
Dude, but
and-
for
yeah.
us, we fly a lot.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like airplane thing is actually, I'm very excited for
like
airplane
that
thing.
that I'm excited about.
Yeah.
But if that's what it becomes, where it's just like this big thing that I gotta lug around on an airplane, and that's the only place that I use it, then it's like that's a little bit disappointing.
It's not love.
also, wait, dude,
It's a big boy.
it is a big boy. Also, we don't know what like case it comes in.
No,
They never
Better not
showed
be an
that.
AirPods Max case.
Yeah,
There's gonna be another event.
yeah, I think there has to be.
There's so many questions.
Probably, I would bet event end of January, launch early February, maybe early to middle
Are
February.
you trying to manifest that because we're
No,
going to
no, I'm
Japan in
just-
3 weeks?
I mean, yeah. mainly, but
Yeah.
So are we just gonna share an economy seat on the way back home?
Yeah, I think so. We'll just have to double decker it.
But yeah, then there's things like Richard on fire, Richard the Goat FR, saying things like that is still a thing.
Yeah.
2-hour battery.
But all day battery when plugged in.
Yeah.
I love that. This is so great. No, I love Apple, and I'm very excited to just clarify. I think that the people that have gotten access have done an excellent job, and they've gotten me very, very excited. I'm just saying I'm now at the point where I'm very jealous, and they've hyped it up so much too that I am scared that they have overhyped it by letting people have like multiple. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
No, I think you're right.
For the original iPhone, they didn't really do. It was just kind of like we showed it off. It was in a glass box, and they were like, "It's out." And real people got
6 months later, though.
Yeah, but I don't think they did this. I mean, they sort of did it. I don't know. I'm just excited. I just want to touch it. I want to touch it.
I'll tell you what I'm not excited for, and that is the fact that we got to end the show because we got to get this guy on a plane.
Yeah, I got to get back home. I stuck around just to do the episode. Now I got to get back home.
Yeah. So we'll catch us next week. We'll be at our normal setup. Oh, it's okay, guys. It's okay. Actually, wait, dude, I'm literally not gonna. There's no way that we're doing the podcast for like a month.
Yeah,
guys, it's now time to tell you about the Genius Bar podcast.
No.
It's the latest development. In
No.
We don't
No.
miss weeks.
Thank you guys so much for. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This has been podcast. I'm your host, Luke Dark Mode.
and I've been your host, Noah Cole.
I've been your guest.
No, we don't.
Luke, is your last name public?
Yeah.
Luke Rubin.
Thank you for.
Okay, thank you. He didn't even know that fake fan doesn't watch the show. Thank you for watching. Bye.